I call myself Buddhist. My family is Buddhist, so being able to go to somewhere like this is really happy. I love it. It's so surreal seeing that giant Buddha statue because I always see it in like documentaries where in Vietnam they'll have like a giant Buddha statue in the cave and everything. Like, oh, I'll probably never go to that. And then next, like literally, my friend went to Vietnam. I was like, oh, I wish I could do that. Next month, I'm here.
It's very ginormous. Like, it feels like it's bigger than the Statue of Liberty, but it's really not.
I'm like literally here seeing a giant Buddha statue with a monk, and like he's explaining the whole processes, and I'm like I used to study Buddhism when I was a kid too because I was really interested in it, and I love mythology and religion and all that stuff. So it really warms my heart because very rarely in America do you even get something like this much appreciation for our culture and just like Buddhism in general. So yeah, like spiritually it makes me even happier too. I feel like I can be enlightened.
Previous temples have burned down, and over the course of the iterations of this temple, it's actually gotten smaller. So this is the smallest version of this temple in its history. The reason why that is that there aren't enough large trees to construct a temple any larger than this. But 1,300 years ago, there were plenty of very large trees to be able to construct an even bigger temple.
食材ね、がいい食材でないといい料理ができないでしょ。それと同じでいい材木、いい瓦を使わないといい建物はできないですからね。多分皆さんと一緒だと思います。こじつけかもしれんけど。
When I was a kid back in China, you always have like funeral ritual, right? Funeral rites, especially with older people passing. You have to have this whole tray of food laid out on the table and everything. And usually those, the way you like present everything, pour sake or like what kind of rice wine you have over the floor to honor your elders and everything. That was basically the start of my researching and studying of like Buddhism in food and also just like in daily life as well. I used to do Kung Fu as a kid too, so I did just Shaolin monk stuff. I never shaved my head or anything like that, but it was like, that also helped play into my ideas of like, what Buddhism was and everything. What Buddhist monks actually ate. A lot of monks use the leftover gluten from dough and everything to make this really chewy texture to kind of simulate meat. And that basically also has enough proteins to help satisfy them and their body. And then that also just continued further on as like more vegetarian thoughts and like just understanding that with Buddhist thoughts, everything is connected. Suffering is a constant, but the only way to continue to like break out of it is to just accept everything as well. Back in the day, Buddhist culture really clashed with Taoist culture and Confucian culture as well. So that also really shaped the way that people ate, thought, and also felt about religion in whole in Asia. So yeah. And then also the tea ceremonies where merchants were actually like trying to equal themselves out in the social classes by making samurai take off all their armor, their swords, and crawling and prostrating themselves through the holes to reach these tea ceremonies that merchants would hold, so they could like show off all their wares and also like build their houses to be more similar to peasantry or agricultural workers, while still maintaining their higher social status by like having everything handcrafted and also having all these high quality ingredients and also houseware like littered all around their house. It's so awesome. I'm really happy that I did this whole concentration now too.
One more time, 3, 2, 1. Buddha! Buddha! Say Buddha! Buddha!